Hi, so this is the first of our group sessions, and my name is Timberly. I'm a graduate student under supervision of Dr. Huffy. I just like to go over some of the things we talked about in pre-group screening, just as a refresher for all of us. And the first thing is confidentiality. And I want to maintain confidentiality for everything with the exception that one of you talks about hurting yourself or another person, or if you talk about a person that's being abused, whether they're elderly, a child, or handicapped. So I will have to report those things. But everything else stays here. If I take any notes, they'll be locked in a file cabinet, so nobody else has access to them. And it's important that you guys also maintain confidentiality. When you leave here, don't talk about anything that's said, and if you do want to share something of your own experiences with the group, with a family member or a friend, make sure you don't talk about anybody else's experiences or identify another group member by name. Let's talk about some of the group rules. It's important that we all commit to the group. We all come every week, and I want to discourage any outside relationships with one another. I don't think it would be in anybody's best interest here. Can you guys think of any other group rules you'd like to add to that?
Interruptions with cell phones and other outside sources.
It's really important.
I think overall just being positive as opposed to being negative and not judging each other. I mean, the only way we're going to move forward is if we're positive with each other.
Yeah, that's a good point. I want you all to be honest with each other, give each other as much constructive feedback as you feel necessary. And we just want to build a nice, safe environment here and trust each other. So try not to be negative with one another in a way that's not constructive. We don't want to hurt anybody's feelings in that way or get angry with one another. So it's a really good observation. Is there anything else that would make us feel a little bit more safe in the group? So no cell phones, just be positive and
respectful.
Respectful, yeah. We want to respect one another. It's really good. Okay, so now that we've covered confidentiality and group rules, how we go around and introduce ourselves and talk about some of the goals that we've made, some of the things we expect to get out of this group once it's completed.
Well, I'm Chase. I have dated many women expecting to each one of them to be my wife right off the bat. I've been trying to rush through it and just making sure that each one is that perfect. I've been rejected every time. I've been left at the altar, and I just want to learn to be more patient with these, just let everything come my way and just not stop chasing after something I just have no control of.
Well, my name is Brock. There's this girl I worked with her for a few years, and I mean, I'm in love with her, and I can't have her. She's with someone else, and I guess the main goal I want to work on is trying to get past that and move on with my life. And there's other girls out there, and I need to maybe try to move past that and try to find someone else.
My name's Leah, and I dated someone for a couple years, and the relationship didn't work out, and I know that we're not going to be together, but it's one of those things where I can't really give anyone else a chance because I'm still stuck on what we were, and I just want to move past that and kind of get to a point where I can really date other people with the mindset that they're actually an option.
Thank you.
I'm Anthony. I have a wife. I have a problem expressing my feelings and emotions in a positive way. I feel as if I have no sense of feeling at all. And the only actual joy I get is just by hurting others. And I would like to please my wife by getting a grasp of my feelings and emotions.
So it sounds like you want to be able to express your emotions, especially in a positive way, and many of you want to move forward and feel confident in future pursuits. Is there anything else that you found interesting in each other's goals or inductions?
Well, I feel like I'm in this mindset, like I've got to move forward, and to me, there's only that girl, so I find it real hard to move forward, and I don't picture other people feeling like the same way. And Leah's got to move forward too, and I know I'm not the only one like that needs to leave some things behind and go forward with my life.
I feel the exact same way, because for me, it's almost like, it's like work starting over with anyone else. Like the idea of dating someone else to me is just exhausting. Like I don't even want to do it because I spent so much time with this other person, and I don't want to give anyone else a chance because they're always compared. And I don't, I know that's not healthy to think that way.
Sometimes it's hard not to think that way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good that you guys can relate to each other and kind of feel the motivation and encouragement that it's possible to move on and that other people have the same desires. What about you, Anthony?
I would like to fix things up with my wife so she doesn't leave me with somebody else.
So in a way, that's the same as Leah and Brock in that you still want to make positive changes so that you can still have a healthy relationship, and they're wanting to pursue a healthy relationship as well.
I think all relationships are walking a fine line of, how much are you going to put out there? What if they don't like it? What if they do like it? What do I say? What do I not say?
It's important to learn
Yeah.
just what to say,
That's
when to say
definitely
it.
something I struggle with.
I always tend to say the wrong things. I'm not good at the relationship.
Does anybody else feel that way? Just say the wrong things a lot.
I mean, I did say I love you on the first date, so I do have experience, along those lines.
I think everyone has that problem at some point. Like Leah said, it's a fine line.
Yeah, I do the opposite. I'd rather just not say anything, which usually gets you in just as much trouble as saying too much.
I always try to do the right thing. When I was left at the altar, I invited the girl's ex to come, so she could be with her kid and everything. Everybody could be there. And once she saw him there, the sparks flew back again. And I was left at the altar.